Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Dholera Insider, your window into India's newest and most ambitious smart city project, Dholera Special Investment Region or Dholera SIR. Today, in our inaugural episode, we begin with a moment that made national headlines. On Saturday, 20th September 2025, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to the skies for an aerial survey of the Dholera Special Investment Region. The Prime Minister's office also released visuals of the survey, giving the country a bird's eye view of the land where India is building not just another city, but an industrial powerhouse of the future. Now, you may have heard the buzz around Dholera, but what exactly is this place? And why is it being called India's first semiconductor city? And why is the government and big players like Tata betting big on this stretch of land? Let's break it now one by one. Dholera SIR or Dholera Special Investment Region is a planned greenfield industrial city, which means it is being built completely from scratch and not by expanding any existing place. It has been carved out by bringing together 22 villages. Now, the names of these villages are
Amli, Kadipur, Bhadiyad, Gokla, Gurasu, Char, Otaria, Dholera, Khun, Bhimtalav, Rahatalav, Mundi, Sandhida, Panchi, Mahadevpura, Bhangad, Zankhi, Mingalpur, Bavalyari, Sodhi, Sangasar, and Hibatpur.
Now, the Dholera Special Investment Region lies about 100 kilometers south of Ahmedabad and 134 kilometers from Gandhinagar, which is the state capital of Gujarat, of course. The region itself covers nearly 920 square kilometers of land, of which more than 500 square kilometers are earmarked for urban development. But Dholera is not just about scale, it is about design. It is divided into zones, industrial clusters, residential areas, commercial hubs, recreation zones, education and institutional districts, which are all connected by smart infrastructure. That means intelligent transport systems, reliable water supply, power supply, renewable energy integration, digital command centers, and green belts to ensure sustainability. The development of this region is carried out by Dholera Industrial City Development Limited, also known as DICDL, which is a special purpose vehicle formed by the Gujarat government and the central government.
Now, to understand Dholera, we must understand three terms: NICDC, DMIC, and the WDFC Industrial Corridor Framework.
First, let's begin with NICDC. NICDC stands for the National Industrial Corridor Development Corporation. It is a government body tasked with developing industrial corridors and nodes across India. You can also think of industrial corridors as highways of growth that are aligned along freight rail and expressways.
Now we come to DMIC, or the Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Think of DMIC as an imaginary line connecting all the industrial hubs from Delhi to Mumbai via DFC and expressways. And Dholera is envisioned as the largest node of the 8 nodes of DMIC.
Now, another backbone here is the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, or WDFC. This WDFC is a 1500 kilometer high capacity railway line that is running from Dadri in Uttar Pradesh to the Jawaharlal Nehru port in Maharashtra. Now, you can think of WDFC as India's superhighway for goods trains that is running parallel to our busiest routes but dedicated only to freight. And at the heart of this corridor in Ahmedabad is a brand new control center that looks straight out of a space station. A giant digital wall, almost the length of a cricket pitch, that lights up in real time, showing every single goods train, its speed, its location, and even the health of its wagons. This system is smart enough to spot problems before they become accidents. For example, if a wagon's wheel is overheating, the control room gets an instant alert and the train can be stopped and fixed before anything goes wrong. And because of this technology, goods trains on the corridor now run twice as fast as before at around 50 to 55 kilometers per hour. And the transit time has also been cut in half. Already around 180 freight trains run here every day, carrying everything from cement and steel to consumer goods. And this is just the beginning. By 2030, India wants to move 3 billion tons of goods every year on freight corridors like this one, like WDFC. And that means fewer trucks on the highways, faster delivery for industries, and lower logistics costs for the economy. Now, Dholera is right along this freight corridor, and because of it, the city gains a massive logistical advantage. Faster, cheaper movement of goods, direct links to ports, and easier access to domestic and global markets. So, when we talk about Dholera, it is not an isolated smart city experiment. It is a part of a larger national industrial grid, which is designed to boost India's manufacturing and exports. But what really makes Dholera historic is this. It is set to become India's first semiconductor city. The Tata Group, or Tata Electronics specifically, in partnership with Taiwan's Power Chip Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation, announced a rupees 91,000 crore investment to build India's first semiconductor fabrication plant, which is also known as a fab unit, in Dholera. The construction for it has already begun, and once operational, this fab is expected to manufacture up to 50,000 wafers per month. These chips will power everything from cars, smartphones, and telecom equipment to computers, industrial machines, and artificial intelligence systems. In fact, the Union IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has said that the first made in India chips from this particular plant could roll out by December 2026. And while Tata Semiconductor plant is the anchor investment in Dholera, it is far from the only one. There are several other global and domestic companies planning to set up factories, supplier plants, and supporting infrastructure in Dholera. And we will cover all of this, the full list of investors, their projects, the dedicated investment policies, and how these will create jobs and opportunities in our next episode of Dholera Insider. So, why is Dholera SIR important and why now? First, the semiconductor supply chain has become one of the most critical issues in global geopolitics and economics. Nations are racing to secure chip supplies, and India has long been dependent on imports. And Dholera changes that story for our nation. Second, the scale of investment is massive. Just the Tata Fab alone brings in over 90,000 crore rupees, and experts estimate it could create 20,000 direct and indirect jobs in first phase alone. Third, it is a signal of confidence in India's industrial policy. From global partners to domestic investors, Dholera is now seen as a credible destination for high-tech manufacturing. And finally, the activeness, the momentum, shows that Dholera is not just a dream on paper. It is a project being monitored at the very top. This is not just give land and hope factories to come, but a strategic public-private partnership style enabling framework where the state builds the backbone and the private sector builds the engines. And much of it is already in motion. In the months ahead, Dholera SIR will see rapid progress in construction, not just of the semiconductor fab, but also of roads, power plants, residential townships, the Dholera International Airport, and more. And we will track how the city grows from empty land to an ecosystem of factories, homes, schools, and offices. And we will bring you stories not just of policy and investment, but of every element of even people, the workers, the engineers, the families who will make Dholera their home. That's all for our first episode of Dholera Insider. Today we've answered a simple question: what is Dholera SIR and why is it suddenly so important? If you want more information on the specific zones, land opportunities, and more, visit our website dholera360.net. Thanks for watching and stay tuned, because the story of Dholera has just begun.